I'm Steve, and welcome to another episode of Getting to Know You, where tonight we are going to get to know a little bit better about one of my partner channels this way, Mouse Talk. But before we get there, we're going to do some housekeeping or mousekeeping, as these guys call it. So
Yes.
the first thing I want to do is, first off, guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being willing to move your week. I know it was going to do it next week, but I'm really glad that you guys were able to help us out and move it this week.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for paying us.
So a couple of housekeeping things first. I want to thank Dean at The Live Place at www.theliveplace.com, Dreamers Empire, and The Live Place on YouTube. Dean hosts our show as well as Walt and Melissa's, and he hosts over 65 other people as well. So we can't thank Dean enough for all the hard work that he does and puts into everything that we do. So thank you, Dean. Of course, I want to thank my partner channel. One is right here, Mouse Talk. My very first partner channel. We'll get into that a little bit later, but they go live every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock. And of course, we do a sports show at 8 o'clock on Saturdays as well. Want to thank my other partner channel, Rob Fuzz. He goes live on Fridays at either 4 or 4:30 with Frankie Friday or Pub Talk. So catch him out on Fridays. And then my power channels, we have the This and That crew, Shep, the Shep family, Zippity Doodad, and Brandy and Dave. He doesn't like when you call him Ryan. So those three guys, go make sure you check them out and check out This and That Wednesdays at 9. Program note, we are switching to 9 o'clock starting going forward. So this Wednesday will be on my channel at 9 o'clock. We will be discussing Galaxy's Edge along with other details about our trip. So you're not going to want to miss that this Wednesday. And then my other power channel is, of course, DizneyDan with Disney Fiasco on Saturdays. Dan will also be joining us in Florida in a couple weeks. Actually, I'm down to 9 days.
Yeah.
Yes, single digits. So
yeah, baby.
So, and before we get started with getting to know Walt and Melissa a little bit better, I was gonna say Mouse Talk, and I was gonna say Walt and Melissa, and I didn't know which way to go, so I went with Walt and Melissa. Rachel Susog has sent me some mail, and I read the note already. I want to make sure it was okay to read, but it says, Steve, I hope you love the drawing I did for you. I met one of my best friends, Pam's fam, through your channel, through your Dis and That channel, and I thank you for that. I hope you and Cargo love the drawings I did for you. She gave me one for Cargo to take to Cargo as well. I will always be a fan of your channel, and the Dis and That crew. Have a magical day, Rachel. So, Rachel, thank you so much. And Rachel knows my favorite character is Flynn Rider, and she drew me. And I'm going to present myself real quick, guys. Sorry.
I thought it was The Rock.
Rachel drew. No, it's not The Rock for sure. So Rachel.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's cool.
So it will go back here on the wall there next to some of the other pictures we have. So Rachel, thank you so much.
That is awesome.
Greatly appreciate you. Get you guys back on here real quick.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Everybody, if you would,
Good
please
job.
thank Rachel in the chat. And speaking of that, let's get to the chat, see what we have here. Oh, wow. It's going to take me a minute here. So we have Disney Fanatic, Timothy Rainwaters, Dylan Duddleson, Downscale, what's up, buddy? John P. Hazelton, thank you so much. Dougie's hanging around. He's got to go. Look, he's getting really tired, but I appreciate you stopping by, Dougie. Marshmallow Man, what's up, buddy? Marshmallow Man got his Dis and That koozies today, which you can see my shirt today. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Two Real Geeks, Tammy Ibarra, thank you guys so much for being here. Cerelia Myers, Rachel Susog, Mike Wheeler, what is up, buddy? Thank you for being here every single night. We have Donna Jaworski, the sweetest person in the world. Russ Stapleton, who you guys can talk about in a minute. Look at those nice fancy shirts they're wearing. Zachary Pollock, what's up, buddy? Who else do we have here? Arjon's the legend. Yes, Arjon's. When you're here, this is where the cool kids hang out. So thank you so much, buddy. Karen Cook, Samantha Lowe, thank you guys so much for being here. We have, I think we're getting closer now. It's going to jump any second here. When you get past all the Lady Jamers, thank you so much. Captain Akron 27, Ray J, what's up, buddy? Horizons 18, thank you guys so much for being here. And when you get to a certain point, they start repeating, and then you got to try to find when the new pictures in. Alex Bruner, thank you so much for being here. And I think we're getting close to jump in here. If I miss you, Shep, what's up, my friend? It's another one of my brothers.
You got a lot of family.
I got a lot of family. We do have a lot of family. And let's see here. I think, guys, I am Preston McDevitt. Oh, Preston. Cannot wait to see you, buddy. We're going to have some chats. Dylan Duddleson, Zippity Doodad Patrick, another one of my brothers. Myers and the Mouse. Kelly, what is up, buddy? PTV2, thank you so much for being here, Ben. Really appreciate it. Dare to Disney. Lisa MEVTA, thank you so much for being here, guys. And I think, guys, is it going to jump on me? It just jumped. Okay, so I think I'm caught up. If I missed you, and Mouse Talk, with their new logo in the chat. You guys check out their new logo. They'll talk about that a little bit later. I think I got everybody. And there's Rob Fuzz right there, one of my other partner channels. Thank you so much, Rob. With all these brothers, you must have had a plethora of bunk beds growing up. Actually, Shep is a carpenter, and he builds us bunk beds. But we'll get into that in another stream because I want to focus. I want to focus on these guys. I want to focus on these guys over here, who I also consider family. These guys right here. And Pam's fam, thank you so much for being here. And Mickey Sightings. Mickey Sightings, I saw some people came over from your stream. Thank you so much for being here or sending them over. Pete McDevitt, what's up, buddy? Dave C. Thank you guys so much for being here to come out and see Walt and Melissa and get to know them a little bit better. So, guys, again, thank you for letting me get through all the housekeeping stuff we had to get through real quick. And I forgot one, so real quick, one more. Guys, if you haven't seen it, this is the very first Dis and That shirt that was purchased on our channel. I bought it because I knew when it was coming out. And it arrived today. So if you guys like them, you can go get your own Dis and That shirts. And pretty cool. I like them. I'm hoping to get my other one tomorrow. And we also have the koozies. All the links to everything are down below. Walt and Melissa's channel is down below as well. Make sure you go check them out. And we're going to go through some general discussions and talks. We're going to talk a little bit about our trip. And then if you guys have any questions towards the end, we will take questions for you guys to get to know
anything.
Walt and Melissa. See, most of my questions are directed to Melissa.
Oh, no.
I want to know how she lives with. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll get there. All right, guys.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Guys, once again, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you guys so much. So just like all the rest of them, people that don't know, people think Walt and I don't like each other, I guess, because we don't always agree on everything. Walt is a traditionalist. He likes old things. I'm not. I like newer things. So it's just, he's a classic guy and I'm a modern guy. But we agree on a lot of other things. We're both Pepsi guys. I mean, Pepsi all the way. There's a lot of things we agree on. But they are great, great, great people. And I can remember when I first saw you guys, I thought you guys were fantastic. And I knew that you guys had the morals and the character that I wanted to associate myself with. And which is why it took me about a week because I was just a little bitty guy back then. And I still am. But I didn't have very many subs. And I was nervous I heard about these things called partner channels. And I wanted somebody that I really could rely on and get behind, and that I knew that I could believe in what they were doing. And that's when it took me a week to do it. But I reached out to you guys. I said, hey, guys, what do you think about maybe being partner channels or something like that? And I was honored that you guys said yes. So thank you guys so much.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It's our honor. We were honored that you would even ask us. We were like, why does he want to be partner channel with us?
Well, I mean, you guys had, I don't remember, 1,200 subs at the time. I had like 300 maybe. I was like, they're going to say no. But you know what? If you don't ask, they're not, you can't say yes if you don't ask. So,
yep.
So like I said, I consider you guys family. You guys are fantastic people. I encourage everybody to go check out their channel for sure. If you haven't done it already, I would assume everybody in here is already subscribed to them. But if not, somehow, make sure you support these guys. And let's get started. So if you guys would tell us a little about yourselves, whatever you guys are willing to divulge, your family, whatever you guys want to do, just tell us a little bit about the Walt and Melissa family.
Sure. You want to go or?
Oh, no, you're better at it.
I'm not better at it. Well, Melissa and I have been, how we met is a really cool story, but that's, I don't know if everybody wants to hear that, but
everybody wants to hear it.
Okay. Nobody?
Everybody.
Well, okay. Well, Melissa and I, when we first met, it was a blind date. Melissa used to always call in to where I worked, and I would answer the phone, and we would talk and converse about work stuff and stuff like that. And we got to know each other a little bit on the phone. And then one day, I don't know how, I just, for some reason, said, hey, would you like to go out? And she's like, sure. I'm like, that's not a yes. Anyway. And we went out. First date was to a ball game, if you can believe that. It was an Orioles game. She agreed to it. And
it was a public place.
Yeah, it was a public place. Exactly. And then
I figured it'd be safe.
Exactly. And then
wow.
That was our first date. We dated our first date was in June.
No, May.
May, June, right in there. And by December we were married. Same year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were married 6 months later.
Inseparable from that point forward.
And then 24 years later, 24 years later, here we are with 2 boys.
4 years. Congratulations.
Yeah, 24 years. Walter's 23, our oldest, and Mason's 18, our youngest, and they're good. They're good boys, and they're very successful. Walter's in grad school, and Mason's heading off to college. He's heading down towards you, Donna and Richard, and everybody in Florida. He's going to school down there, so look out for him.
Take
Please.
care of him. So, real quick before we move on, I'm sorry. I've mentioned it before. Donna Jaworski might be the sweetest person in the world, and she just sent us a PayPal for $25. It says, "Just because I love you, little brother, can't wait to see you in 9 days." Donna, you are amazing. I love you so much. So, if you guys haven't seen, we need to encourage Donna. Donna's starting to do vlogs. Walt has actually gotten her to do 2 or 1, and then you were on the other one with Meg, weren't you?
Yep.
So Meg's got her to do 1, and Walt's got her to do 1. We need to encourage Donna. We need more Donna in our lives.
We do.
So we need some vlogs. We need some more live streams from Donna. Donna, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing.
She is.
I forgot where I was. Sorry. So you guys, I've never met Walter. I've met Mason several times, and I know Mason's going to be down there. We'll get into that a little bit later, but he's your last one that's moving out, isn't he?
He's it. Yeah. And then we'll be, what's that called? Empty nesters?
It's weird.
I've been an empty nester all my life, so it's okay.
I don't know. Everybody always says it's a good thing, but we haven't quite felt that yet. We enjoy having them there. So,
yeah. I enjoyed being with my family. I enjoyed when my nieces and everybody lived with me, so that it's just, it's hard to, we'll move on from that. That's sad. It's hard to let them go. It's hard to let them move on and watch them grow up. So
yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay. So you guys, again, Mouse Talk, talk about how you came up with Mouse Talk. What inspired you to start your channel? Just tell us about the basics of how you got your channel started, why you started it, and why you chose your name.
Sure. It's actually kind of I'll be honest, it's a terrible story, actually, that leads into good things. I had been with the same job for a very long time and was let go after 17 years. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do, this, that, and the other. And I was like, oh, Melissa, it was horrible. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm really into Disney. I like planning vacations. Maybe I'll be a travel agent. And Melissa was always supportive. And she's like, sure, do what you want. Absolutely. I'm here to support you. And we were going to start doing that. And I was like, well, let's have some kind of avenues of how we do it. So we started our podcast first. And we were going to do our podcast and promote our travel agency, which we were hoping to start up from the podcast and move forward from there. What never really materialized, at least not with the travel agency side, but the podcast did well. We had listeners, and like Robin DiPaolo and some other people that are still with us today listen to our podcast, right?
Yeah, Rhiannon.
Yep, Rhiannon as well, who you see sometimes. It was great. So then I was like, why don't we let's try YouTube. Let's see what that's like. And I originally did it as a hopes for monetary, to get big, do well, you get a lot of subscribers and see where it led us. But then from there, it evolved into live streaming and meeting people like you, Steve, and Donna, and Richard, and everybody else in this community. It's become not even about the monetary side of it, just the community and enjoying the company of the people. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, for me, it was totally different because Walt, that was his goal, and I was just kind of on the side doing this and that. And to be honest, I wasn't as passionate about it as he was.
This and that, see?
This and that. Sorry.
But I just started, once we started meeting all of you guys, that's when I really started to enjoy this, because I felt like I had people we could connect with that had a similar passion, and like you said, similar values with a lot of the people we've connected with. And I just felt like, hey, we have friends here. We have people here that we can relate to and laugh with and just have a good time with and take you away from reality. And that's what I enjoy about this. I really look forward to our streams, and the hour goes so fast usually, and it's just, joining other people's streams when I can and we're not working, and it's very magical, and I really love all you guys, and I so appreciate all your support and your friendship for sure.
Well, and you guys do a fantastic job. You're good, genuine people with good hearts, and it, people will eventually gravitate to those that do things the right way. And we have 55 people in here watching you guys too, just to let you know. But guys, I'm trying to tag you as you come in to say hi. If I miss you, please don't take offense to it. Just keep reposting. We'll get to you. I want to make sure we focus on our guests here so that we can get to know them as well. So no, you guys are fantastic. And Melissa, I think you're doing a fantastic job. You guys got 2 new series out. Walt's doing a ride along series where he discusses the rides and kind of, are you going to go in depth with history and stuff like that too? Or are you just trying to focus on?
Not major history. I'll talk about maybe when the ride incepted and maybe what it might have been just before it became the ride it is, but just basically keeping it lighthearted, a little bit about the ride, what I like about it, fast passes if it's needed, the wait times average, stuff like that. And then any kind of changes I would make to the ride. I put on my imaginary hat, what changes I might make. This is make it fun.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic series. What are you on episode 3 or 4, something like that?
I have 3 right now. I have 3 already scheduled that are set, ready to come out. They'll come out every Wednesday.
Awesome. And then Melissa started her own series now, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's To Eat or Not to Eat. She takes an item off of a menu and discusses the pros and cons of it, basically. And why don't you tell us a little bit about that vlog?
Yeah, I had to find something with the thing that I love the most, and that's eating. Because nobody would be interested in a vlog on taking naps. So anyway,
That's her 2 best.
that'll be the next thing, like best places to take naps in the Walt Disney World.
She knows where they are. Let me tell you. This woman's a pro at nap time.
Well, I know Carousel of Progress and TTA are 2 of the best places to take naps. So
One of them I agree with.
maybe we'll change our minds in August. We'll see.
It's going to change.
But I wanted to come up with a different spin on it, and I figured with the upcoming trip, and it's true, I know there's so many things. I have a list a mile long, and I'm like, well, if I can get people to help me choose what they think and get their opinions, it'll help me make a better. I didn't want to just necessarily talk about the food, and I'll have to come up with something new, I guess, after the trip's over, unless we plan ahead for the next year. But yeah, I just wanted to do something food related that was a little different. So.
And it's authentic because these are things she's not had yet at all. So she's really asking, should I try these? And once we're done, we're going to.
Yeah, so it's not so much talking about things I've eaten. I think this is great. Try this. I'm like, help. Is this worth trying?
Yep.
Is it good? You know, I've heard other things about it from other vlogs or other people that have been there, but it's great to get all different perspectives. And some people have given me some really great ideas on how to do things maybe a little bit differently, or we can get the most out of it. So I'm excited to do, and what we'll record when we buy stuff, so that way I can, that'll be kind of something I can do when we get back, is just
do like a little follow-up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
The editing side of things, we need to work on it together.
Yeah, it's all good. I get cranky. I get frustrated. I'm like, he's so much faster than me, and I'll start editing, and he's like, no, don't do that way. I'm like, and then I yell back, and I'm like, you don't even give me a minute. We're so bad. I'm like, you do it then.
Editing,
run out of the room.
In my opinion, editing is the worst thing about YouTube. It's where you make or break everything, and it's what takes the most time. Should take the most time. I didn't know how to edit until recently, so all my videos were done in like one take, and everything's one time. I'm done, and I need to get better at that. So I can feel your pain on the editing. And Jim with More Sunshine, please, is here as well. Thank you so much, Jim. And Nacho,
we need more sunshine, please.
Yes,
I'm glad he's here.
We have some really bad storms coming in tonight. So
oh no,
yeah. So, but yeah, editing can be fun, but it can also be extremely frustrating and to do it the right way. So it's whatever you like. But I think both of those series, those are starting to become your main vlogging series. Both of you have your own vlogs that are coming out, and then of course you do the live show on Tuesday with which is Mouse Talk or Mouse Madness. I'm sorry.
Yep.
You want to tell about Mouse Madness?
Well, it's just supposed to be kind of a pop culture thing. It's Disney, but it's other stuff too. We've done different things. We've done top 10s on movie stars. We've done top 10s on movies. My favorite Marvel, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. We kind of mix it up, but we stick with the pop culture. Harry Potter. We'll go all over the place with Mouse Madness on Tuesdays, whereas Thursdays is more Disney-centric. It's Disney talk. So we have fun with it. We have a good time with it.
And then most of the time, you're by yourself on Tuesdays doing the Mouse Madness, correct? Most
of the time, yes. It's just something for me to do something a little bit on my own. It's one of the things that helped me to kind of come out of my shell with a lot of this as well, is to be able to do it on my own by myself. I wanted to try it, and I thought it would be a good idea. And At first, I did it because I thought, man, we really need the hours.
Yeah,
and then from there, we were like, this is really fun. I'm loving this, and
it becomes fun. And I'll tell you my little bit about that in just a minute. But I do have one. I got a $10 PayPal from somebody I'm not allowed to mention. They don't want me to mention it, but
I know who it is. I bet.
yeah, you might be able to guess. But that person is absolutely fantastic. I really, really appreciate it. You know who you are, so thank you so much. I can't say. I'm sorry. I want to honor the wishes. Corey Meets World, what is up, buddy? Thank you so much for being here. Cannot wait to see Corey. I actually got a Corey Meets World shirt. It actually came in time. I've been buying all my shirts this week for all your guys' different channels. Corey's came in. He's the only one. That one and this one are the only two that I've got so far. So trying to get them all before I leave. So, and then of course on you do the what is your show called on Thursdays? Do you have a name for it?
Just Disney Talk Thursdays.
Disney Talk Thursdays.
Yep.
And that's where the two of you sit down, you discuss, whatever's relevant and that's all Disney centric or
correct,
centric, right? Okay.
Yes.
And then of course you reached out and said, hey, would you like to do a sports show with me? Shortly after we became partner channels, I was honored. I still am honored. I cannot believe what we get to do together. And I would do it just to be able to do it. Even if nobody came and watched, it would still be fun for us. And I think that I'll be honest with you, I've been getting a lot of really good compliments for the way we tackle things, especially the controversial subjects, and keep it open-minded for all opinions to be heard. Sometimes we talk about things, we're trying to get better, but sometimes we talk about things that are a little bit boring to some of our audience, and they can have their ice cream club and talk about other things in chat, but they're still there to support us while we finish. But we always try to throw Disney into it as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
You want to talk a little bit about Sports Night as well?
Yeah, I always thought that was the one I was really hoping would take off, and it's getting there. It really is. It's building up, and it's really nice. Sports are a gigantic industry in this country and in the world, and to be able to talk sports is something I love to do. I just absolutely love sports, and to be able to do that with friends, very close friends, and friends in the chat is just like icing on the cake. So that's why I reached out. I was like, man, we really got to do this. You love sports. I love sports. This could be a lot of fun. And it has been so far. I mean, it has not disappointed. And the topics we hit are sometimes controversial, but a lot of times are fun. We come up with some unique things, like when we did the football team, the Disney football team.
Yes, that was incredible, I thought.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was so much fun. We're going to do another one like that. We're going to do the Disney baseball team. And that kind of stuff, it's a little bit different, but we still sprinkle in that Disney. And I've had a blast with it so far.
Me too. And I'm very appreciative that you asked. And the fact that we keep it, in my opinion, relevant every different week or every single week. We don't put all the controversial topics back to back. We don't talk about the same things. We try to mix it up each week, something different, or at least change the pace so it's not always the same thing. And I think I love that show. I'm really happy that we do it together.
And it's difficult because you're right. That's the part that's the most difficult of it. Once we're on here talking, easy peasy.
Oh, yeah.
What's hard is coming up with the topic to say, is it relevant? Is it going to be the right topic for tonight? Are people going to show up? And are we going to have enough of it to talk about?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Speaking of that, this week we're actually changing up. We're going to continue with Sports Night. It's going to still be Sports Night, but we're actually changing the topic up. There won't be a whole lot of sports involved in this week because if I remember correctly, we're going to talk about, is it this week or is it next week? It's this week. We're going to talk about our trip Saturday, correct? Yeah. So tune in this Saturday for
exercise.
Yes, for Walt and Melissa and I don't know. Is Melissa going to be there?
I have to work. Saturday night.
Oh, she has to work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, Walt and I will be discussing part of our trip and some of the things that we plan on doing. So don't miss that Saturday at 8:00 right after Disney Fiasco. Okay. So DVC, you guys are DVC members. I just got an email yesterday that I have been closed on. So I am closed and ready to go. Just waiting on the transfer of titles and all that. So I don't think they can take it away now. So I think it's mine for good. So tell us a little bit about your DVC experience, how you guys got into it, how long you've been doing it, without divulging too much information that you don't want to divulge. But what got you into DVC? How do you like it? And do you think would you recommend it? What would be your advice for other people as well?
Well, you know the book A Tale of Two Cities?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is two cities here when it comes to DVC.
I think you've told me before,
Yeah.
but go ahead and tell everybody.
DVC is you either yes or no on DVC. I think Melissa is warming to it. Melissa and I for years thought about DVC, and she was extremely against it. Extremely against it. No. Finally, I wore her down, and she said, "Okay, fine," and we bought into it.
And that was the year he lost his chin.
Oh,
It really was too.
Like,
it just happened to be the
really?
same year too.
Oh.
And, but why don't we just give away all our
No,
information?
but you had already told that story.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
So,
But yeah, isn't that funny? So we did it, and then a little bit later that happened, and it's like,
because I was like, oh, we're in a good place now. I guess we can do it.
yeah,
He caved.
we're in,
No, and then
we
I
were
was
in
like,
a good place.
wah, wah,
So
wah.
anyway, but that's where it started from there. But I really wanted to do it for years. I mean, I love it. I was like, oh my gosh, Melissa, we gotta buy into this. And now we are into it, and we finally did it, and I love it. I mean, I know Melissa's she's a little bit more practical than I am when it comes to a lot of different things in that respect. I love it. I think it's absolutely amazing. We get to stay in the deluxe resorts all the time. We have a wonderful time with it. I think it's fantastic.
I'm just
personally.
more afraid than he is.
Yeah,
It's not that I don't really want to do things. I get scared when it comes to money and different things. I'm like, I get paralyzed.
That's me too. So.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we can't do that.
And I'm like, oh, we'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
It's like that we got to meet in the middle somewhere
Yeah.
because I'm too much that way and he's too much the other way.
Right.
I guess that's why we balance each other out.
Yeah.
So,
But
it has all worked out.
But you love it. I
No.
mean, when we're there, it's the last thing we're thinking about is, oh my God.
Yeah, when
you know.
we stayed in that first room in our first experience being a 2-bedroom suite, I was like,
Okay, this will work.
Yeah, it was fine there with the Savannah view of the giraffe going by and
I'm like,
everything.
maybe that's not so bad.
Yeah.
And I do want to welcome in Dean with Dreamers Empire. Guys, if you haven't seen Dean hosts our show. The amount of work this man puts into myself, Walt and Melissa, all these other channels out here. He is their one-stop shop for all your family-friendly live entertainment. Please go make sure you're subscribed to the Live Place and Dreamers Empire. Dean, he is fantastic and he works extremely hard. So, thanks, Charlie. I appreciate that. And real quick before we move on to more DVC, this is directed, I think, towards you guys. Pete McDevitt, who is an awesome guy. I've gotten to know Pete a lot lately. He sent us a $10 PayPal with this message. The best part of Walt, when you meet him the first time, he spends the first 15 minutes talking about his wife and kids.
Oh.
Now that's a classy guy. Oh, and the belt's plastic, not from me. Pete McDevitt, thank you so much. But yes, Walt, that is the kind of relationship that you guys ooze is that when you first meet somebody, like he said, I've not met you guys yet, but I can tell from him when he first met you, you spend the first 15 minutes talking about your family and how proud you are of them. And it's just great.
Oh.
I couldn't ask for a better family. It's that simple. I got lucky. Very lucky.
We're all very
So, and Corey, I don't know where this is. Hey, Cody Hankins, how are you, buddy? Corey Meets World, another one of my buddies, just put, I just realized if you slap a cowboy hat on Steve, you get Garth Brooks. I don't know if that's a compliment. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. So, but thanks, buddy. Okay, yeah. So, but I can definitely tell you guys are you're good, family friendly, you're family oriented Christian people. I love you guys to death, and that's why I want to gravitate myself towards people like you guys, and that's why I was honored that you guys said you would be willing to be partner channels with me.
Oh,
and not only partner channels, but some of these relationships that that people meet on here, it's for YouTube purposes only. That's not my relationship with these guys. These guys are lifelong friends that we are going to spend time together in the real world. It's not just a, hey, you stream from wherever you're at, I stream from where I'm at, let's have fun and hang out. It doesn't work that way with us. And I'm honored that you guys to know you guys. So
we're honored back. Thank you.
But so my DVC home resort is going to be Vero Beach, which I'll never visit. But the way basically it doesn't really matter where your home resort is. The only difference is wherever your home resort is, you can book 11 months in advance. Wherever else it is, it's 7 months in advance.
Yes. That's a big advantage, Steve. I think that's a big advantage.
It is a big advantage.
4 months.
It is a big advantage, but I'm not going to spend I'm not going to Vero Beach when I can go to Disney World. So, but I just got my foot in the door. My next plan is to buy into the bigger straight from Disney to get one of the main new resorts and go from there.
And that's why when we bought ours, I said to Melissa, I'm like, I want a resort I love, because if that's all I can get, I'm going to be fine with it.
Yep.
Then I said, I love the Wilderness Lodge. That's the one I want. And we'll try other ones. But if we can't get them, if we have to stay at Wilderness Lodge, I have no problem with it.
Yep.
So that's why we did it that way. Because you're right. You're right.
And it's one of those things too, where you definitely want to be somewhere where you can stay that you're going to be happy with. Because you, Corey, I would book you a room, buddy. He said, book me a room and I'll visit your home resort for you. Corey's amazing. And hang on real quick. Sorry. And Downscale just PayPal does $25 as well. It didn't have a message, but Downscale is always supporting people. And he's just an incredible Downscale. Thank you so much, buddy. You guys are just amazing. This whole community is amazing. And I really love each and every one of you guys. I cannot thank you enough. And hey, Greg, what's up, buddy? So future of your channel, what are some of the goals you have? What are some of your future aspirations? Where do you see yourself going, or where would you like to go within reason? And what would be your ultimate gols?
I can't divulge that right now.
I understand that part of it. That's not what I'm talking about.
But I will say this. We want to continue to grow.
Yes.
We want to continue to grow. We want to see growth. It doesn't matter the speed of which we grow, as long as we continue to see us grow. And we want to just continue to develop good relationships that we've already got. Some of these relationships are great relationships, and we cherish those. But to have good relationships with people as well. That's what we want. We want to find friendships, meet new people, be in their lives, then be in our lives, be there for each other, good times and bad, and make great friendships in the process. But to grow the channel, and we want to do more with our channel, as much more as we can, as much more at the parks as we can.
Yep.
I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
No, go right ahead.
No. Now I was going to say, now that our son will be in Florida, hopefully it opens the door for more opportunity for us to be down there more often.
Exactly.
And maybe that will allow for more park visits, since we're annual pass holders now, where we can get more content, that would be more, relatable to our channel. And I think that will help us grow as well. But I want to just maintain the friendships we've had and continue to grow with them, because we've,
Yeah, and you guys are very organic people. People will gravitate to you. And I'm like you. For me, it didn't matter how fast it comes. Yeah. Realistically, in YouTube, there's only two goals you need to meet. If you want to make it in YouTube, and I will say make it. If you want to have a goal in YouTube, you need two goals. One is 1,000 subscribers, so that you can stream mobily and become monetized. And the other part of monetization is 4,000 hours. So once you hit those, which you guys have both done, once you guys hit those, there's not really. You can always grow to try to reach a bigger audience. But as far as goals for me, those are the only two goals I actually had. Yeah. Now, and I wasn't in any hurry to get to them, and I'm still not. But once you get to those goals, then it's like, just continue to do what you do, have fun, and you will gain more friends through this process. So you guys have had that same exact philosophy, and it's one of the reasons why I love you guys so much. So tell a little bit about what does this community mean to you guys, specifically this Disney community, and then a little bit more about, I guess, the question was supposed to be, what does YouTube mean to you, and specifically this community?
You want me to go first? This is a tough question, to be honest with you. I'll get serious for a second, because we wouldn't have this community. How do I word this correctly? This all started, and I know he's not here, but it started with Dan, DizneyDan. Okay? He live streamed on Saturday nights with Disney Fiasco, and we would watch him. I would watch him every once in a while do Disney Fiasco with Corey and Meg and him. And I was like, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. And I had never live streamed before. So I was told Melissa, said, you know what? I'd like to do a live stream one time. And then he would promote and say, oh, hey, we got Dreamers Empire, the live place. And that's when I reached out to Dean and said, I'd like to do the live place? And he said, oh, sure, of course. And it all started there. But it started by watching Dan first. He was kind of our inspiration. And then it grew from there. And the community is a community. I don't know what we would do without it at this point. I can't imagine not having it at this point from where we started. I just did this to have fun and meet people, but never thought I'd have the incredible close relationships that we've grown to have. And it's something that I think Melissa and I both cherish. And we have actually kind of scheduled our lives around making sure we're here for people and here not only on our streams, but their streams as well. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, and I know when we do streams and you see certain people come on, it just really makes your day. And it's like, oh, it's Steve, it's Dan, it's Meg. You know, so many people, and Dee and Miguel, and you just get all these. I can't even begin to list all the names. And you get so happy when you see all the people that you've become closer with and you've learned more about them. And then when you don't see them for a little while, the little ones that pop back on, you're like, oh my God, it's so great to see you, you know, and it's just, it's amazing how you get a connection with so many people and you just really enjoy it. It puts such a big smile on your face when you see them come into your stream and just support you or put comments on my videos. That's meant so much, everybody. I just really appreciate all the feedback I've been getting. I was kind of nervous about doing them, and I keep them very short, but just the support and everybody out there, and love you so much, and thank you for this. So it really makes my day.
Yeah, and making friends like you guys is what it's all about right now for me. You guys are fantastic. Cannot wait to meet. I feel like we've known each other so long.
It's weird.
Never met. We've never.
It's going to be anticlimactic. He's going to come
up like, oh, hey, well,
like this. He's going to go. There's Walt.
Melissa.
Oh, they're down there.
Yeah, this community has done so much for each other. You guys included. You guys have done so much for other people. And when you hear, like, I'm just a guy sitting behind a camera talking, which I didn't even want to do. And I'm just sitting here behind this camera talking. And when people come up and tell you the stories of the differences you've made in their lives and how we can help each other. And like you guys said, when you start seeing somebody that's been here every week and then they miss a week, you start wondering if they're okay.
Yeah.
You want to know you care about them. You actually are growing to care for people in this community. And that's what makes it so special. And it's just a fantastic community. And Walt will never know what he has started and done for us. And hopefully this can continue because it's actually fantastic. And I want to go back to a comment Corey made real quick. Corey Meets World. My goal is to get people in the parks to stop asking me if I'm Tim Tracker and just recognize me for me.
I know.
It
doesn't look anything like Tim Tracker.
That's crazy.
Corey's so funny.
Different.
I love Corey.
Our community, we're very lucky to have the community that we have. I will say
Absolutely.
that. You know, most communities you have your bad apples here and there. We seem, knock on wood, we seem to be very lucky with that.
Yep. Well, at least the bad apples in this community are cordial about it. Like we have Thumbs Down guy who's here tonight, by the way. Thumbs Down guy, thank you so much for being here. They still come in and interact, still give you a little bit of watch time, give you a view. We appreciate it. If it makes, I've always said, if it makes them feel better to give a thumbs down, then that's my mission accomplished. That's all I want to do is to be here for people, make them happy, and whatever can make them feel better about themselves.
I agree.
And I'll instantly thumbs down guy is gone after I say that every time he leaves, but then he comes back. He'll be back. So, and we do have 61 people here watching you guys getting to know.
Thank you.
So, thank you guys so much. Okay, so let's move on to because believe it or not, we only have 20 minutes left, and let's move on to some of your guys' favorite things, and then we'll wrap up with some of our trip information, if that's okay, plus final comments, whatever you guys want to talk about.
Sure.
So just basic favorites, going through the list here of things I've asked everybody else. These are the ones most people ask in the chat. So let's start off with who's your favorite character?
For me, it's
obviously all Disney related.
Right. For me, it's either for animated, it's Genie or Mufasa, and for live action, it's Luke Skywalker or Captain America.
I can't answer that question.
We got 20 minutes. Pick somebody.
All right, live action, Captain Jack Sparrow. I love the Little Mermaid and Belle. I can never seem to pick between the two. I love them all.
You can have multiple. Just okay. I didn't say just one. Okay, what's your favorite park at Disney World?
Epcot.
Magic Kingdom.
And what's your favorite ride in those parks? Or I guess, what's your favorite ride in all of Disney World?
Haunted Mansion. my God.
Pirates.
Yeah. What are you waiting for?
They're both good rides. That top tier of 20 rides across the parks is, you can't go wrong with saying any of them.
No, I agree 100%.
Well, the top tier of 20 parks and the Main Street Trolley for D. So if you want to ride that, that's still fun too. So
Heck of a ride.
Oh, but I love Spaceship Earth.
What is your favorite Disney animated movie?
It's Lion King for me.
Mhm.
It's The Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast.
Or Cinderella.
All of the above. So you can't go wrong with a Disney movie, in my opinion.
Okay.
Have you guys still not seen Big Hero 6? Are you guys?
Oh, you've seen it? No, we
Okay,
haven't.
you do. Okay.
I've seen it.
I can't remember who.
Starts with the B, and we love it.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't like Baymax.
I feel
Actually, I
like
really like Coco. Coco's one of my new favorites. I just watched it.
Nobody watches Coco, and for the longest time, I kept telling people I didn't watch it either. It took me 2 months, and then I watched it. I've probably seen it more than any other Disney movie around because it's on Netflix, and my niece, when she comes over, loves to watch it every time she's here, and I can still watch it and love the music with it. So yeah, people need to watch Coco. Muscle Car Appraisal, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, what is your favorite? I lost my track. What's your favorite song? Disney song. This one's a little harder.
When You Wish Upon a Star, or I really enjoy Be Our Guest.
Under the Sea.
Under the Sea. Yep, both good ones. They usually go far in most people's brackets when they do them too. We already know what your favorite DVC resort is because that's why you picked it. So we'll skip that one.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite quick service restaurant on property?
Flame Tree Barbecue.
That's a great one.
I think it's going to be Santuli Canteen, but I haven't tried it yet. So.
Oh, you haven't been to Satuli yet?
No.
Nope.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, that's like.
We got to take care of that.
Yes. Oh, it will be.
We haven't been to Animal Kingdom yet.
I keep pretending to mobile order, and I can't decide like what base I want in the bowl, what
It's
sauce
so
I
good.
want.
The flavors they get into that meat and that stuff is unlike any other. You will not be disappointed at all.
I can't wait.
So for me, Satuli is my favorite, followed by Flame Tree Barbecue,
Yeah.
only because Satuli's so good.
Oh, what's it? Nah, I'll be here all day.
What is your favorite table service restaurant?
Le Cellier for me.
Yeah, I really enjoy Le Cellier too.
That's my favorite too. I like it better even than the Yachtsman and the Victoria and Alberts. I think those are two.
Yeah, see, we haven't had those, so I can't say.
Yeah.
That's
but
true.
I don't know. Le Cellier is fantastic.
It is fantastic, and the atmosphere is good. I've never had a bad steak there, and I'm a steak guy. I love steak.
You too.
Yeah.
They are fantastic. I would rather eat there than to go put on. I think Victoria and Alberts is one you got to have a.
Yeah, you got to dress up and everything. Yeah.
I don't need any of that. I like to go to Le Cellier. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So.
And take out a third job.
Okay, what is your favorite non-DVC resort?
I would like as far as when we've stayed at, it had to be Art of Animation. No.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Animal Kingdom, but that was DVC. So
Yeah.
Art of Animation, easy.
Art of Animation is great.
Of where we've stayed,
To stay, the one that I know would like to try and stay would be like Port Orleans,
Riverside,
or French Quarter.
Yeah.
I would really.
Those would be fantastic too.
Yeah.
Oh no, or is that DVC?
What?
The
Key
new
West.
one. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, that's the Grand Testino.
Grandestino.
Yeah, Brandy and Dave did that one. They loved it, so it looks pretty good too.
Yep.
Corey says, I just missed it here. Corey said, if we like Satuli Canteen, we will love Docking Bay 7. So
Nice,
Oh,
good.
okay.
I think we might be trying that here. Speaking of, let's roll right into some of our trip information here without giving away too many specifics of dates. So you guys come in, which we'll talk about afterwards. I know you're coming in late one night, but one of the first things that we are doing together that I know of is we're going to a Halloween party together.
Yes.
Same night anyways.
Yes, sir.
So have you guys done the Halloween party before? And
Yes, last year.
You did it last year?
No, year before.
Last year.
Oh, it was last year. Sorry.
Do you like it? Have you done the Christmas party as well?
No.
Nope, not yet.
Me either, and I want to so bad.
Yeah,
Me too.
So
Next
do you enjoy it
I love that.
a lot, or
Loved it. Thought it was
Yeah.
great. Yep, I thought it was fantastic. I think we made mistakes though. Mistakes we won't do this time. Like we got candy first, We wasted a lot of time doing candy first. We shouldn't have done that.
We had mouths.
I mean, we had like, yeah, we wasted time on certain characters that we probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And
so we get a do-over.
Yeah, so we get a do-over.
And this will be my do-over too, because the last time I went, I had my niece with me, and she tried to get me to ride rides, and I said, no, let's go do all the trick-or-treat. We got to hit all the trick-or-treat spots first, and this, that, and the other. And we did that, and we saw some of the characters. By the time I knew it was like, oh, there's nobody in line for any rides. What are we doing getting candy when we be riding rides and doing stuff?
Yeah.
Which she didn't want the candy anyway. So it is a do-over for me too, along with the new parade and the new additions to the parade and the new fireworks show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And so Mason already told me we must do the Hocus Pocus show again because we're big Hocus Pocus fans, and he's all about it. So
yeah, that is. And Shep says he's getting all the candy.
It's fine. You can have some ours too.
Yeah, you can have ours too.
We went to take it all home, and we didn't have enough room in the car, so it went in the trunk, and it was 100 degrees. When we got home, it was just like melted chocolate in a big ball. You
got to be careful with that, especially in August. So.
That's true.
Exactly.
And that was
this was October.
Yeah, when we went, it was October, so it would be 10 times worse this time.
Yeah. And then Walt, hey, Mr. Fulton Mraz, Walt broke some news to me a little bit earlier today before the stream concerning Halloween. You want to tell them all what it is?
You did?
You did.
I don't know. It's news to me, Steve.
Decorations.
Oh yeah! All the decorations are up at Magic Kingdom.
Right.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I was here for that.
Yeah, you were here for that. This is what happens when you get old, folks. Okay, the memory goes first, and you just don't remember things that you did 5 minutes ago.
That was so 45 minutes.
Yeah, that was like 45 minutes ago.
It was a long time ago. I get it.
Oh, Steve.
So Walt told me earlier that Magic Kingdom has all the Halloween decorations.
Yes, it does, and some of the merchandise is out too, and some of it's really cool.
Yep. We'll get into that later too, because I can't wait to see some of that merchandise.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, and then concerning talk about the trip in general. I know you're also not only are you going to Disney, you're also moving your son, like you've talked about. Just tell us about your trip in general. What are you looking forward to? What are some of the things that you must do that you got to get done? All that good stuff.
Well, what we must do first and foremost is we have to meet all our YouTube friends. That's first. Okay, that really is, and now not just catering to everybody. That really is first. We want to meet everybody, as many as we can.
Well, this is why we're doing the trip.
Yeah, I mean it's really a big part of it.
Planning to do Disney this year.
Yeah, I mean Mason.
Yeah, but we weren't planning to do a whole week kind of trip, and then this started to develop, and we're like, hey, let's make it work.
So that's first, but I mean we have other little things that we're going to do this time. We're doing an after hours party as well. Mm-hmm. We're going to do a redo on the Halloween party. I keep telling her, and she thinks I'm kidding, but I want to ride the boats on Bay Lake. You know those two little mouse boats that you can go out on? I'm doing it. Steve, if she doesn't want to go, if you want to go, buddy, you can go.
You gotta let me know.
I'm there. I'm doing it. I don't care. I want to do that. And we're doing a lot of new dining stuff too, which I won't get into. So those kinds of things. We're really going to make an effort to do things this year we haven't done, or things that we've really enjoyed to make sure we do them again.
Yeah, some character dining and things like that.
I do want to address a couple of comments real quick.
Sure.
First off, Zip says he can't wait to meet Walt and Melissa both. So
we can't wait to meet them.
Shep is going to go to the Halloween party as a giant Charleston Chew.
Good thing your brother's not coming. That's his favorite.
Pete McDevitt says Preston said he's going to I can't even read this. Preston's going to suit up in plastic and go to the party as Steve. I just, yeah. And Arjon says, well, hopefully you guys will spend more time with me than you did with me. Because last time you had a chance to meet him,
Melissa was sick. Richard, I swear.
Tell us the story again. Just tell us the story. You guys meet a legend like Arjon's. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, we went and met Resort TV One. Melissa was so sick, but I'm like, Melissa, I don't care. We're going and meeting them.
That's not what he said.
Yeah, I didn't say it. But I was like, look, we got to go see these guys. So we went over. They were at the Poly, and we went up and we said hi to everybody. Everybody was so nice. Richard, I'm talking to Richard as we're walking along, and Melissa's like,
honey, we gotta go.
We gotta go. I am so sick. She was so sick that night. It was horrible. Trust me, it was not a good sight. But that was the only reason why I felt so bad that I was like, I couldn't stay. I was like, okay, well, you go home. Feel better. I'm staying here.
You go find the restroom in the Poly, and I'll find you later. No,
It wasn't a good night.
It was awful.
Richard, we'll spend. It was 30
as much
seconds.
Time as you want.
Well, no. Well, it'll be about a minute and a half this time.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, that's triple the time. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah,
So.
that's all you can ask for.
Well, plus, I felt like we were intruding. I'm like, that was their stream, and I'm like, we can't be.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
It's not.
We did. We felt like they don't want a
Not
third
that they
wheel.
didn't make us feel like that.
No.
We made ourselves feel like, they don't need us tagging along. So that's always me, though. I'm always worried about being in the way or like, oh, we shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
I'm the worry wart.
So there you go.
Good night, Patrick. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Bye, Patrick. Take care.
So, and we're about down to 10 minutes. So, what else do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about anything else about your trip? Do you want to talk about Galaxy's Edge at all? What else you guys got?
No, I just, again, we're just really, really excited about the trip. I can't wait for Galaxy's Edge. I know everybody thinks it's going to be a madhouse. I'm praying that it's not. And if it is, it is. That's fine. We're all going to make it work. We're all going to make it work. But I've just been praying to the good Lord. I'm like, please, just don't let it be.
Please keep the people away.
Exactly. So,
and we did get reservations, so at least we should, we'll be able to get in. We might have to
Nope.
No, you can't.
No,
it's not guaranteed.
So I've called. We're going to discuss this on Wednesday, but the reservations still do not guarantee you in.
They don't mean anything.
They could mean something, but they don't guarantee you to get in because once it reaches capacity, this is the debate that Walt and I have had having. I think it's going to hit capacity because I think the line is going to be astronomically long.
I don't think it's going to hit capacity.
Yeah, he doesn't think it's going to be. If it hits
100,000 people there?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
If it hits capacity, you can't get in by fire marshal code.
Right. Oh,
So-
absolutely.
And it's just whether or not there are that many people there. I honestly think there will be. He doesn't. And I'm hoping he's right, to be honest with you, because I don't want it to be packed, but we'll see.
Right.
And I did see that. Let me find it real quick because I lost it here.
And then that would be a way to get in.
Nope.
Yeah. No, see, that's what we did. That's why we bought got all the reservations for Hollywood and Vine. We were booking them like crazy, thinking we could get in. They said it doesn't guarantee you. They won't charge you. They won't charge you if you don't make it, but you're not guaranteed.
Well, that's good to know because I know we were worried about that too, so that helps.
Yep. Mike Wheeler says, "I'll go as a full cup of Beverly. The last cup Steve could not drink." Cup number 101.
There you go.
Oh my
That's what I'm going with.
You are crazy.
Okay.
If anybody has any questions in the chat, they're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Anybody? We got about 5 or so minutes for chat or questions from chat. If you guys have questions for Walter and Melissa, please throw them in the chat.
You should shout out to us.
Dean says 100K. It will not. He said he doesn't think it'll hit that as well.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. That's a lot of people.
I'm always the glass is half empty. So I'm Eeyore. It's going to be fun.
Good night. It's Joey's World. Thank you.
Good night, Joey's World. Is your real name Walt and Melissa? Yes. It is.
Here's the thing. I think I'm trying to. If it wasn't going to be so hot, there's some other circumstances going on with some of the other people I'm going to be with that are going to prevent us from actually dressing up this year. But it would have been really cool for each of us to go as a different YouTuber. And next year, my plan next year is to get a bunch of people to go. Everybody that wants to participate, we all throw our names in a hat. We draw names out of a hat, and I'll send off secretly to who gets who.
Oh my God.
And then, as a surprise, nobody's going to know.
You got to guess who you are.
They got to guess who you are, so you can bring anything from their show that they use. If you can attach it to your costume or whatever, I think that'd be fun. So
that'd be great.
Hysterical.
We're in.
I know, we're gonna be there. We're in.
So, here's a couple questions for you guys.
Okay.
Shep wants to know: is your real name Walt Melissa?
As far as I know, yes.
It's on my birth certificate.
Yep.
And my driver's license.
Dreamers Empire wants to know what's your favorite podcast.
Ours.
Mouse talk.
So, some of these are loaded questions.
No, Dean's.
The happy place. This happy place.
Of course.
Disfluencers.
All of the above, exactly.
Yes.
Pete McDevitt wants to know who is Walt picking to win the Beverly Challenge.
You know, that's actually a good question.
That is a good
I'm going to pick the person that drinks the most. I guarantee that person will win.
Alex, we've already asked them their favorite Disney characters. For Walt, it was Mufasa and Genie, right? Mm-hmm. And it was Belle and Ariel for Melissa, if I'm right.
Yeah.
See, oops, they just jumped again here. Let's see if we get any more questions here. R. Johns is going as Marshmallow Man. Awesome.
I could go as that.
Charlton asked if we've been training for the Tower of Terror. I was kind of hoping everybody forgot about it.
Oh, we can talk about that real quick and then we'll wrap up. So Disney Nerd Herders just doesn't understand. Shep will be a worthy second place competitor, but he's not going to win. Let's talk about your Tower of Terror briefly. You guys didn't think you'd hit 1,500 by the time we get to August. I seem to remember that if you said 1,600, Melissa said she would go on Splash Mountain, but
she's going. She's going.
She is? I thought you changed it. I thought you said it was 2,000.
I had promised Dan last trip that I would go, and it happened to be shut down.
This is even better. This is even better. We get 2 for 1.
It's not.
But I would say Melissa gets the better end of the bargain here. But yeah, the Tower of Terror. You guys got to 1,500. You keep to your word. You're going to ride it. What are your expectations going into it?
Well, I'm not a man of my word, so I probably won't ride it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm scared to death, and I'll be really upset, but I'm going to do it. And you guys will probably have to drag me on, but I'll do it.
I was thinking of getting a bungee, cord and shoving him off the roof before we left, but it didn't work out so well.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I think it's going to be a good time. Obviously, I'll be nervous, but I'm ready.
Yeah. And Disney Nerd Herders wants to know, last question we'll take here, can they borrow your shirts so they can go as you guys?
Yes! Hey, thank you, Charlie and Stacey.
We'll trade.
So, guys, time flies when you're having fun, and we only have 4 more minutes left. Real quick, my mods, if you would, please start posting Meg's link to her channel. We're going to all go over to Meg and say hi to her when we're done here. We're going to go back through my housekeeping real quick. First off, again, Dean, Dreamers Empire. He's in the chat right now. Please make sure you subscribe to Dean at Dreamers Empire and The Live Place. Go visit www.theliveplace.com. Dean has been so good to everybody in this community. Hosts over 65 people. Put you on the website. And it's your one-stop shop for all family-friendly live entertainment. Please, he works so hard. Please go see Dean and show him some love and support. My partner channel right here, Mouse Talk. Guys, we'll get back to you again in just 1 second, but thank you guys so much. Streams every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock. Saturdays is sports night at 8 o'clock as well. Could not ask for a nicer group of people to be partners with. My other partner channel, Rob Fuzz, also amazing. He does Frankie Friday or Pub Talk on Fridays at either 4 or 4:30. Keep an eye out for him as well. My power channels, the DizneyDan crew, Shep Family, Zippity Doodad, Brandy and Dave. Again, family again, and we all go live together on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock now. Dean, we're making that change. I don't know if Patrick got that to you or not. Starting this week, we're moving to 9 o'clock on Wednesdays, just a half hour earlier. So it'll be on my channel this week where we'll be discussing Galaxy's Edge and our trip. Thank you, Charlie. We appreciate that. And then my other power channel, DizneyDan, goes Disney Fiasco on Saturdays. Congratulations to Dan for getting monetized. He's worked very hard. And congratulations to you, buddy. And my Disney Park Memories, thank you so much for being here. So yeah, that's my housekeeping. What do you guys got coming up?
Just a few more videos coming out. Melissa did a new one just came out today. The new To Eat or Not to Eat. So please go check that out. I'll have a new ride along coming out on Wednesday. So check that out. We post them at 9 a.m. in the morning that morning. And just videos coming out and streams coming out. And we're going to try to get a lot done this week because next week we're still iffy since it's the week we're leaving. We got a lot going on. We may not stream next week, but we don't know yet. So we'll keep you all posted on that. But we just appreciate everyone taking their time out of their day to come to our streams to be on anything that we're in. It's really is quite an honor to have people take their time, their precious time, to spend it with us or anything that is affiliated with us. We consider it an incredible honor. So thank you all very, very much. We love everybody, and it's been an absolute pleasure. And Steve, thank you for having us. It means the world to us, and we're very honored that you would think of us in that way.
Well, of course, you guys are great people, and I like to support great people. So, and lastly, guys, again, the DizneyDan crew, we have merchandise now. Here's one of our new shirts. Actually, this is the very first shirt ever purchased and the only one that's ever been shipped. So make sure you get them. We just opened it up on Friday. We got coffee mugs, hats, shirts, sweaters, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. Moisture wicking shirts coming soon. We also have an Etsy shop where you can get your koozies. I think we got blue and we have black, blue and orange and black and red. Make sure you go check out all that stuff is in the link in the description below, as well as Mouse Talk. All their information is in the description below. Please go subscribe to Mouse Talk if you're not so far. Want to thank you all so much. If somebody really could, please put Meg's channel in the link real quick so that we can go out. I see a lot of you people thanking Walt, Melissa, myself. Great show. You guys are fantastic. We absolutely love you all. Once again, Mouse Talk, Walt, Melissa, thank you guys so much. I love you guys to death, and I'm honored that you guys joined us.
It's our pleasure. Thank you, Steven. Thank you to everybody in the chat.
Everybody, please, right now, go over to Meg's channel. Show Meg some love. Tell her we sent you over there. And until then, guys, we will see you next time. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, cameras.